What's up, YouTube? This is Jon Snow speaking. Today, I'm going to talk about Desean Jackson. Would I sign him? What are my thoughts? What I think happened with the Eagles? I'm going to go on record saying that yes, I would sign Desean Jackson. I wouldn't hesitate to sign Desean Jackson. This guy, he's a premier deep threat receiver. He's good at reverses. He adds another dimension. Good punt returner. All those things. He's a great receiver to have on your roster. He doesn't offer much as a run blocker. He doesn't show much of a willingness to block. But other than that, I think he's a good receiver to have, a good number 2 to have. I don't like him as a number 1. I would have him as my number 2 receiver. Best fits, I think, for Desean Jackson. I'll go on record saying I think he'd do well with the Washington Redskins. RG3 needs a big play receiver besides Pierre Garçon and the tight end Jordan Reed, and he would be a good fit there to replace Santana Moss. Santana Moss has gotten pretty old and he's rapidly declining. Another good fit for Desean Jackson would be the New England Patriots. They also need a consistent deep threat who can take the top off a defense, and he would fit in well there. I think his discipline would dramatically improve under Bill Belichick. Belichick's known as a demanding coach who doesn't put up with anything from his players. He'll put you in your place real fast. And Desean, according to Kelly, he never said this, but I know for a fact that Chip Kelly doesn't like undisciplined players. I heard him say several times when he coached Oregon that if you don't block, I won't play you. And Desean Jackson's never been the most willing blocker in the world. So he would obviously have to cooperate with the team concept to play New England, but I think it's a great fit. Belichick and Brady turned around Randy Moss's career when everyone said he was done, and they can do the same thing for Desean Jackson. Now, another fit for Desean, I'd say he fits in pretty well with the New York Jets too. They just added Eric Decker, but he's not really a deep threat. He's more of a possession intermediate receiver. And Geno Smith or Michael Vick will probably win the starting job, but if it's Geno Smith, they both needed someone to take the top off the defense, another deep threat. And that would be a nice fit. What I think happened with the Eagles, I don't think that he had anything to do with the gang related. I don't think that was the case at all. They did not have to do that to try to attack his character like that. And it doesn't help that he had some pictures throwing up some gang signs, but that's not enough evidence to prove he's in a gang. If you're going to release a player, say you released him for a lack of discipline or because he wasn't cooperating with the team first concept. That's what I think it was. I think he wasn't really cooperating with Kelly's team first approach and the run blocking and all that stuff. That's what I think had to do with it, but I don't know. This is speculation at this point. If I were the Eagles, I would have kept Desean Jackson, but I know that Chip Kelly's a strict disciplinarian. He was the same way at Oregon. He dismissed his starting quarterback, Jeremiah Masoli, in 2010, right after the season was over. Now, might I remind you, this is their starting quarterback. He got him to the Rose Bowl, he helped them win the Pac-12, and he dismissed him. The season that they went to the Rose Bowl, Kelly's first season, he suspended LeGarrette Blount. And when LeGarrette Blount came back, he made him sit the bench. Well, Michael James was also suspended for Oregon. He kicked Cliff Harris off the team. Folks, what I'm trying to say is that this is a pattern. Chip Kelly does not put up with undisciplined players. If you break his rules, he will get rid of you. And that's probably what had to do with Desean getting released. This is John Snow speaking. Subscribe to the channel at John Snow Sports and Fitness for all the latest sports analysis, sports updates, fitness updates, fitness advice for athletes, and all the latest news on sports and fitness. This is John Snow speaking. Peace out.